Okay, hi, welcome to the Nomi channel. So my last tutorial on dyeing was a smash hit, which I was not expecting, but I'm actually working on another project, so I thought I would take you through what I'm working on. So with my last project, I dyed some fabric for a dress that I was making. It was a linen, and I was dyeing it a light pink, so it didn't take a long time to dye, but this project is a little bit different. I'm dyeing a much larger piece of fabric. It is a cotton twin-sized bed sheet, and it just has some little spots and things, but it's still a really nice sheet. So I decided I'm just gonna cover up those spots with a little bit of dye, so we're gonna see how that goes. Originally, I went to the store and I just grabbed a bottle. I want to dye it yellow. But I realized later that that bottle I had grabbed was for synthetic fabrics, and cotton is not a synthetic fabric, and this sheet says that it's 100% organic cotton, so that wouldn't be effective. So I went back to the store and I got the basic box. This is golden yellow, and it says it's good for cotton, linen, rayon, silk, wool, and nylon. But if you are working with a synthetic fabric, you can go pick up that and should be able to work pretty well. But so for this cotton fabric, it says 1 package will dye 1 pound of dry fabric, or the equivalent of 2 adult large t-shirts. So I'm just gonna use this whole box and hope that it works, and we'll see how it turns out. There are a few different methods that they suggest. You can cook it over the stovetop in a large pot with hot water. I'm just gonna put some hot water into a bucket, and I think that should work. It says for best results, add 1 cup of salt to dye bath for cotton, rayon, or linen. And then if you're working with nylon, silk, or wool, add 1 cup of vinegar. So I'm working with cotton, so it says add 1 cup of salt. So I didn't do that before, so I'll try that and see how that works. The other thing is I was concerned because this is for a bed sheet, so this is, you know, someone will be in their bed sleeping. So I wanted to make sure that the dye doesn't get on their clothes, or, you know, all over the place, get on the comforter. So I also bought this RIT Color Stay Fixative. So it says to use this immediately after dyeing the cotton to maximize color retention. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna start by dyeing the sheet yellow in a bucket, and then I will rinse it out, and then I will use the fixative. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so it is the next day. So I put my sheet into the yellow dye, and then I put it into a hot bath of water with the fixative, and this is it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. I do have to say it's pretty patchy. Like there's a lot of places where it looks kind of almost tie-dyed, but I'm fine with that. I think it's kind of cool and has more of like an organic kind of feel to it. It's just a lot of yellow, but I think it did what I wanted it to do, where it just made this sheet feel kind of new and like is giving it second life, which is fun. So I would say if you're feeling like you want a cleaner dye, I think what I took away from this experience was I need a bigger bucket. I need to either get like almost one of those like buckets that they use in all the K-dramas where they make kimchi. Like that would be a really great bucket. If you watch them, you know what I'm talking about. Or just like you know, a 3 foot, 4 foot, like larger bucket for this much fabric. And also I think being a little bit more consistently attentive. I was kind of multitasking. So I think if I was turning all of the fabric around a little bit more when it was in the water, it would turn out more consistent. But like I said, it kind of, you know, a little bit patchy, but I think for the most part it's really fun. The fixative seems to have worked really well. I'm not, like, as you can see, I'm like touching it all over the place. It's not really coming off onto my hands at all. I think I feel pretty comfortable actually using this as a bed sheet and feeling like it's not going to get all over anybody's clothes. So that's pretty exciting. I did use half of the bottle of the fixative. Again, I'm not very picky and I'm not very exact in my measurements, but the fixative says that for every few gallons to use half of the bottle, and so I was kind of like, it's probably fine, and it seems to have worked out pretty well. So yeah, that is the video. I hope it was helpful for you. Again, the RIT website has, you know, a bunch of information about how to use their products, but this is kind of my real world experience using it, and I am pretty happy about this. So I do think I'm going to do one more dyeing video. Since I already bought the synthetic dye, I'm gonna get some synthetic fabric and see how that works. But yeah, anyways, thanks for joining me. Bye.